Hey, how you been? Been a while, hasn't it?
Hello there. Well, I think Lady Neil was hoping to discuss something with you.
Right. Here's the thing. Wait, before all that, I believe I owe you my thanks. I hear you saved my dear little sister. Celica Sulica truly landed in hot water. Really, thank you.
But little sister is going too far, Lady Neil. I am not worthy.
Really? I disagree. We were both spawned from the same artificial womb plant. We Clue are all one big family, aren't we?
Perhaps, but you're the High Custodian, the most exalted in all of Clurian society. Whereas I am from a line of acolytes who serve you. The mere act of accompanying you like this, it's an honor beyond compare.
Is that so? I haven't been back to our home planet in so long, but I see our education system is as rigid as ever. I'm tired of all this pomp and ceremony. Leave the hierarchical stuff to the other girls. I'd appreciate it if you could simply be yourself around me.
Lady Neil.
Whoops, we're getting sidetracked. I'll tell you the rest in the Blade Barracks. It'll be easier if you see the data firsthand. Right then, first, take a look at this. The time we went to Oblivia, remember those mystery mechs that attacked us? I finally figured out what they're all about. Rather, I remembered seeing the very same ones in a database back on our home planet.
They're Clurian. So that means...
Yeah, those machines are mobile weapons developed using actual Clurian technology. Would it be easier if we simply called them skells? The model is old, practically antique. But these were special skells who once served as personal bodyguards to a certain custodian. They require no pilot and were designed from top to bottom to be fully autonomous. In actual fact, there's something of a trick to their autonomic functions. Now, pop quiz. If I asked you who you could trust implicitly, who comes to mind? Indeed, a model answer. But in this case, I'm sorry to say you'd be wrong. The answer is yourself. Why? Because logically, it's impossible for you to betray yourself. Ergo, it stands that you can trust yourself. And so, the master of those skells copied her personality onto them and incorporated it into their autonomic system. The personality of the High Custodian Neil Nail. I did. By which I mean, of course, my predecessor.
The High Custodian, her existence is perpetuated through the use of clones. She who presides over the knowledge of ancient times. Such is the destiny of Lady Neil Nail.
Well, I may be a clone, but I still have my own personality, thoughts, and desires. The point is, those skells are technically the embodiment of a former iteration of Neil Nail. Let's call the white one Neil Nail Albus, and the black one can be Neil Nail Fervus. Here's what I think. Their job is to defend any sites of Chlorian influence. That is the duty of a Neil Nail. And that's why we were attacked. Who else to right the wrongs of the High Custodian but the High Custodian herself? Which means there's only one thing left to do. Destroy them. Put the old Neil Nail in her coffin. As I'm sure you're aware from the last battle, they're not likely to roll over and die for us. Once again, would you lend me your strength? Please? Thank you. I was fully expecting you to turn me down, so honestly, I'm delighted. After all, I couldn't ask this of just anyone. It's a risky assignment, but I'm more than convinced we'll be able to pull this off.
Lady Neil, let me accompany you too. I promise I won't slow you down.
Thank you, Celica. With you at my side, I'm all the more reassured.
First off, we'll need to find your predecessor's scales, won't we?
According to the data I collected, they recently ambushed someone, a blade who was exploring a cluster of ruins and cauldrons. If the scales are meant to deter anyone who explores too far into the ruins, then...
You're saying if we investigate those ruins ourselves, they will come for us.
Bingo. I think it's worth a try. For starters, why don't we try looking in those ruins for info samples? That said, we'll have to be snappy. We can't risk them claiming any more victims.
At once, Lady Neil.
To us.
Been found out. What now?
We got the first shot! They're getting close! My sight so I'm allowed to go all out? Okay, just for me, the crosshair is different. Can you give that? I shall give it my all!
yet, your forebears' scales refuse to surface. Perhaps the ruins of Koldros really have nothing to do with Clerians.
No, I'm sure that they do. I took a good look around the cloister. It was incredibly subtle, but there were traces of the clue. It's starting to look like Samarian worship took a radical turn, very different to the peaceful faith it once was. There's a high probability that we'll find them here. The problem is, where to look. Perhaps we should try thinking more central.
Central, you say?
From the records we have to go on, we know that a king once ruled here, a civilization under an almighty monarch. This place was once the royal capital. Now, where would a king take his seat? Yes, he would. For a variety of reasons, throughout history, castles have been a mainstay of sovereign power. The castle, both a threshold between ruler and governed, and a bulwark against foreign invaders.
A means of defense? Just as the scales are, you mean?
It's a possibility. Now, time to check our theory. Onward to Orsim Castle. We're sure to find answers there.
Lady Neil!
Yeah, we found our skulls. This floor plan suggests that this was once the castle's keep. The keep is the king's seat of power. In other words, it's the heart of these ruins. As we've determined, these skulls are dangerous foes not to be trifled with. That said, it's not like we have any other option. Destroying them is the only way. We've been found out. What now?
Blast them to bits. Perfectly timed. Very nice. Follow the timed. Now the jam. Assault hammer. So I'm allowed to go all out. Mind shift. Take the attack today. Tornado blade. True strength. I'm feeling pretty good. Effect charge. 0-0. Take down shot! Try attack today. I'm on it. Executioner! Tornado blade! Rising blade! Mind blossom dog! Hit him again. Riding crime! Look at this sitting duck. Clumsy oath. Hello, red! Make this meeting. Even warmed up. It's time to get serious. Gun ball! Try attack today. Effect charge! Tornado blade! Arcing horn! Rising yes! Follow with the melee! Riding winner! Blossom dog! Upper hand! Arcing horn! Backslash! Violent! I've hit them down shot! Tornado blade! Effect charge! Slash! Relic hit! Success! True streak! Rising blade! Black bucket! Blossom dog! 0-0!
I'm losing my temper.
Rising blade! Burning slash! Slinger! The red! Tornado blade! Backslash! getting dark. Crash! Mindset! Overdrive! This is rising flame! Hello, Red! Lots of dark!
That's it. Our task is done. They'll never harm an innocent again. The Custodian herself has cleaned up the old one's mess. The matter can finally be put to bed.
Lady Neil, was this really the right thing to do? They were erratic and unsafe, but were they not also a part of you?
There's an easy answer to that one, Celica. If you are always chained to the past, you can never look to the future. Even if it means denying my old self's legacy, I still intend to right their wrongs. We Clue must rise above our past if we're to soar once again through the infinite beyond.
Among the acolytes, there were some who disputed your authority. Some even called you heretic. Now I see the truth. I see that you have always had Clue's best interests at heart.
The same can be said of all Clurians, Celica. You see, the only difference is how we go about it. Besides, making contact with alien races, it's not always the solar storm we think it'll be. We don't need faith and tech as crutches, not when words can bridge the gap between worlds. We have a prime example of that right here, right?
Yes.
Now, we've wrapped up our business in Coldros, but there's still much work to be done on Mira. So many races journeyed through the stars to end up on this single planet. Cosmo-archaeologically speaking, it's odd. The way Mira keeps presenting mystery upon mystery, I doubt my work's drying up anytime soon. Oh, you're pretty much indispensable at this point if I'm to perform my fieldwork here. Hey, why don't you become my assistant? Yeah, that's a great idea.
Lady Neil, the humans might have pressing matters of their own to deal with right now.